Hi, it's Jake from Taxbot, and I'm going to show you how to use it both on the mobile phone and on the web so you can get the most out of your subscription. First, I'm going to open Taxbot on my mobile phone. You can see that the interface is very simple with only two major options. I like to use the example of going to lunch with a client because it encapsulates a trip and an expense. So let's do that. As I leave my home office, I click Add Trip. The GPS in the device then finds me, and I click Start Tracking Mileage and then tap to start. I can close the phone, put it in the background, make phone calls, do whatever I need to because it's running in the background. When I get to my destination, I press that little square in the upper right hand corner and select Stop Mileage Tracking. The beginning and ending addresses are filled out for me automatically, and the total mileage would show in that orange bar at the top if I had gone anywhere. All I have to do now is put in the description. So let's do sales call with John Smith. You want to be specific as possible. Now, I can click round trip if I'd like, and this will just simply double my mileage that I've recorded. So if I was going to one place and then returning via the same route, I could simply hit round trip. You can also see that I can attach it to a specific vehicle or a specific business entity. So I'm going to go ahead and click vehicle, and you can see I've got different vehicles in there. I'm going to attach it to my fake Lamborghini, and I can do the same for the business as well. Just simply tap the business, select from my sets of businesses, and I'd be good. So really all I have to do is put in the description, round trip, and click save. And it's automatically stored in the cloud. So at the end of the year, I download one mileage log from my online account, and we'll show you how to do that in a minute. Now, you're at lunch with the client, and the bill comes. So you open Taxbot and you press Add Expense. I'm going to pick my category first. And Taxbot comes pre-filled with a number of popular categories, but you can add categories by pressing the little plus button in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to pick meals. And Taxbot will then ask me the questions the IRS requires for a legitimate deduction. So let's put in a purpose. I'm going to say asked for referrals. You want to be as specific as possible about what the business purpose for that meal was. Let's say it was $25, and let's pretend that we ate at Chili's. Who did I meet with? I met with John Smith. And if I wanted to pull them from my phone contacts, I can also press the plus button and pick them from people that are already in my phone. I can again attach it to a business, and last but not least, press Attach Receipt at the bottom, open my camera, and take a picture of a receipt. Now I don't have that exact receipt, so I'm going to just take a picture of an old receipt, click Save, use photo, and you can see the green check mark says that that's attached, and I'm going to click Save, expense saved successfully. So that expense is now saved in the cloud along with the receipt, and I'm going to show you how we can download those later. Now I want to show you one of the banking features on Taxbot. See the banking tab at the bottom right-hand corner? I'm going to tap that. And I have some transactions here. Now what's unique about the way that Taxbot does a banking integration is that every time you log in, Taxbot does a reconciliation with your bank and only brings in things that you may have missed. So what I'm looking at right here are transactions that have gone through my bank account or my credit card that I have not put into Taxbot already. So if I had snapped a picture of that meeting at Chili's that we just did, and then a couple days later that transaction hits my bank account, it would not bring it into this list of transactions. So we're looking for missed deductions in your bank account. So I can either swipe to delete one if it wasn't business related, or if there was business related, such as my cell phone bill here, I can tap it and it will fill out as many of the fields as it can, and I just have to add a little bit of information and maybe edit something if it's in the wrong category. So I'm going to put it in here. This was my business phone. Oops. And I'm going to click Save. We get a lot of questions about how do I set up my different businesses and my different vehicles. That's really easy. Just come up here to this little gear icon in the upper right hand corner and tap that. And you can come down here and you can see that there under this other tab there's vehicles and entities. So I'm going to go ahead and click vehicles, and you can see there's a Lamborghini and a Mazda. Let's add another one. Let's add a Jeep. So I click Jeep, and I click save, and now I have a Jeep in there as well. And I can pick which one is my default in this place so that when I add an expense, it automatically assigns it to this one unless I change it. I usually just leave it on my vehicle as the default. And I can also do the same with entities. I can add a new business by clicking the plus button and add a different business. So you can have multiple businesses and multiple vehicles attached to your account. If you press the More button, you can see that we have a couple of other options. We have some very minimal reporting on the phone, and we have better reporting online in the web app that I'm going to show you here. We also have some tutorials. If you click the tutorials, you can watch a couple of the videos like I'm doing right now and get some help on how to use the application. Okay, here's the web interface. I'm logged into my sample account here, and I want to show you a few things. So I'm going to come to the Expenses tab at the top, and this shows all of my recent expenses. I can filter them by business or by date. I'm going to go ahead and look at one. Here's this Chili's one that we put in before. If I click on it, you can see that it pulls up all the information that we had put on the phone and the receipts in line. So I can look at the receipt as well. So I'm going to save that, and then let's actually add a new expense. So I'm going to come in here and I can pick my different categories. Let's do cell phone. We'll put my business line. Answer the questions. There's $200. I'm just making stuff up right now. The date, where, AT&T. Pick the business it belongs to, and I can also click Attach Receipt. If I click Attach Receipt, it allows me to pull in a picture or a PDF of the receipt, and I would attach it. I don't have one that fits, so I'll just attach this report, and it would attach right there. And let's do trips. So same thing, I can look at my previous trips. I can come in here and I can click on one, and here is a record of the map for one that I tracked with my phone. But let's add one on the mobile or web version as well. So I click Add Trip, put in my description. Let's say I went to a convention in Las Vegas. I put in my starting address. I'm going to go ahead and put in Salt Lake City. You can actually put in the exact address. I'm going to put Las Vegas. And I click Compute Route. And it comes up with the most direct route to where you went. Now the cool thing is, if I didn't go this route, but let's say I came through Elko, Nevada instead, I can actually drag this map and drag it over and put it over Elko, and now the mileage has been recalculated. So I can put in long trips or trips that I may have forgot to track on the mobile phone, click Save, and I'm good. Cancel that since it's not a real thing. Banking works just like it did on the phone. You can hide in a transaction or you can import a transaction. Then these are all things that you have missed on your Taxbot input. Now I want to show you the reports section. This is really cool. We have 4 different types of reports across the top, and these will help you dive down deep. You can have your basic top line reports and your expenses by month, your distance by month as far as driving, but our crown jewel report is the tax report. I can come in here and put in the filters. I can filter by different categories. So this is in case I get audited. Say the IRS comes to me and says, I want to see your meals and entertainment expenses. I can come in here and click entertainment, and I can click my meals expenses. Now I'm going to go ahead and request that report, and then I'm going to download it and show you what it looks like. So I click on that, and I open up my tax report, and I click on it, and it opens up a PDF like such. Let me zoom out a little bit. And if I go through it, you can see my top line information for my meals and entertainment because I only picked those 2 categories. And then I can see all of my meetings for meals and entertainment with their receipts if I have them, as well as the information that the IRS requires. So I've got everything I need. Plus I get my mileage log. I've got all my trips in there, and I've got everything I need in case the IRS comes and wants records. That's our reporting feature. We call it Audit Safe. It's fabulous. I do want to show you a couple other things. You can come in here to our education library, and let's say you have some questions about pretty much anything. So you have a question about your home office. Come in here, click Home Office, and you can watch a video from Sandy Botkin on what the requirements are for a home office and what you can do to maximize that deduction. As always, you can get help online. If you come in here to the Help tab, we have help for iPhone, Android, and online, and you can also contact us at customer support here. We do have a chat feature down here that's available pretty much everywhere, where you can come here and chat with a live representative and get your questions answered. Anyway, I hope that's a good review. It's quick, but you can learn more online at taxbot.com.